Hello, hello, hello! Good evening! Welcome to Enough for Broadcast, Part 3. We're going to shake off the bummer that was the previous episode. We got some lore. It was rough. Our protagonist goes through some really, really tough things in life. Some you may relate to. If you do, I'm sorry. But we're here to have some laughs. So let's get into it. Continue. Day, question mark, question mark, question mark. The lockdown. So, the last time we played, it got intense.
Still haven't
there was
watched
like electrocutions.
Yet, even though I told myself I was gonna watch it.
Okay, no, we'll watch it later, I suppose. But right now, we're going to play Part 3. Long story short, your decisions have consequences. It's basically Telltale's The Walking Dead. It really is that brutal. But we're going to stick to what we've decided and see where the story takes us. And if need be, we may go back and make different choices. But I'm determined to explore this quite deeply. Oh, by the way, is my mic working? Testing. Hello. Testing. 1, 2.
Pulling a life is strange, or a little misfortune. There are no right or wrong answers, only consequences.
That'll
yes,
do.
your mic is working.
Cheers. Thanks for that. Okay. Now let's see where things are going.
Alex, oh thank God you're alive. It's Jenny, the floor manager. Are you okay? Alex, you need to get it together. Look at the broadcast screen.
Okay.
Just
What's
look
happening
at it.
here?
That's all we've been putting out since you went down. You have to fix it now. Look left, Alex.
Oh,
out the
yes.
window.
What's out the window?
See?
Oh,
All
jeez.
over it,
What?
bastards.
What is
You're
that?
going to need a full charge to clear that many off. Hold down the big button until it's fully charged. Then release it to zap the little fuckers. Excellent, Alex.
What is
We're broadcasting
happening?
again.
Okay.
Must have built up while you were napping. Usually it only takes a
Those
tap on the
birds.
button to clear one. Look,
No.
there's a lone one climbing now.
Jesus.
Zap it off before it starts to mess up the signal again. Quickly,
Are
Alex,
those
hurry.
the bears?
Great. That seems to be the last of them. For now.
Okay.
Right. We're about a
Wait,
minute out.
time to turn
Get
everything
the
on.
alerts loaded up. I've got to
Okay,
deal with
what
my
are we going to do?
enemies.
Crazy
And Alex,
musings,
keep your ears open. You'll hear
reflections.
the flood at the tower. Don't let them build up.
Now I have to worry about these things in the background.
This has no credibility, Jenny. No professionals.
Emoji fearful what?
It's not a mess. Everything is where it should be. It's ramshackle and characterful, and I expect you to know the difference. Of course Megan's place looked lovely, but I can't see it, can I?
Thanks, Jenny. How's lock-in with the boyfriend going?
Decided to take his chances on the wild streets, eh? Rather than endure another romantic comedy.
Jeremy, Jenny says your hair looks stupid.
Yes, I can hear her.
And she says she's not
Okay.
talking to you.
Yes, I know, I can hear her.
Shall I count us in?
Make it so.
Okay, 10 seconds.
Why is he broadcasting from a... Oh, it's a lockdown. It's like a lockdown. Okay, fair enough. So they're broadcasting from home.
3,
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
and I'm Megan Wolfe. Our main stories tonight.
Snugglefox? It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. Snugglehug's toys woke up simultaneously in factories worldwide and began searching for their husbands. The Mr. Snugglehugs we had so short-sightedly destroyed. And now, as this photograph suggests, they may be changing tactics.
Built to surprisingly traditional gender stereotypes, the Mrs. Snugglehugs have been arming themselves with a variety of household implements. All the more reason to make sure that cat flap is taped up good and tight.
Armed with blunt
Yeah,
weapons,
so these dolls
the
have
Mrs.
gone
Snugglehugs
berserk.
are
And that's
only
my fault, because I
animal
promoted
and
it.
therefore able to be kicked away easily by young, healthy individuals. They do, however, pose a particular risk to the elderly or those with pre-existing medical conditions, like fatal bruise syndrome.
Going stir
Little Bruce
crazy.
syndrome.
With no signs of Mrs. Snugglehug's battery
Not the
running out, and the
Snugglehugs.
government lockdown now in its
Yeah,
31st
they went rogue.
day, domestic relationships across the country are taking some unexpected turns.
Dramatic reports are beginning to emerge of uncharacteristically bold behaviour in homes across the country. And we're not talking about
man.
the model planes that occupy so much time in the Donaldson household.
With dating options limited, many house sharers, in particular students, are finding
Oh, dear.
solace in co-tenants they'd previously rejected as unfuckable, indulging in an activity that has become known as snuggle tugging.
Locked and loaded. Same calligraphy, Johnny.
Snuggle
Hansen.
tugging.
Seems to be
Is
taking
that the
his own unique
title?
approach to being locked in.
Since checking into rehab, not much has been heard from the former role model, but this latest photo leaked by another resident today seems to confirm that all might not be well.
We'll go with
at
photo A.
Johnny's Matches.
WTF is happening?
Poor old
Emoji
Johnny
rolling
seems to
on
be
the
back to
floor
old
laughing.
ways. Taking what looks like
I don't even know where to
the
start.
electrifying mixture of zap, crackle, fizz and buzz, or as I call it, Thursday.
The shape of things to
Jeremy.
come. In their own version of a lockdown for more than 45 years now,
The stream
descendants of
paused
Dr.
itself
45
from
years.
snuggle tugging, and I got really nervous.
Unfortunate team today managed to get a personal
I've got beers to deal with.
using specialized imaging equipment.
Many of the Forsborg and Horgans brood, as they've come to be known, have certainly captured
No,
the
man,
public
there's too many of these
imagination,
things.
with a recent vote naming Helveticus Forsborg and Wallensford the most likely to survive a massive electric shock.
Helveticus Forsborg and Wongensford here with a little update from Dante's Taint.
Forsborg and Wongensford. Oh,
Ever harvest and autumn's just 2 weeks
from Little
away.
Dante's Taint.
At least that's what we think. There's no real day or night down here and all the clocks broke a long time
Oh,
ago.
we can
But
stop her with
if
these
our
things.
calculations are right, we think that you up there is Wednesday the 4012th of January, or as you call it, Piss Mouth Day. Or possibly Boxing Day if
Could
you're
us low-key giving the NAF one from all these buttons and cameras.
It's funny you say that. This is actually the people who made Secret Neighbor.
Dolphin, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
hard to believe they've been down there so long now.
But as everyone knows, time moves differently underwater, Jeremy. That's why goldfish are so stupid.
That's right. And as anyone will tell you, the deeper the bowl,
The thicker the goldfish.
there's no denying the logic of that.
Yeah, remember that, guys.
Class war,
That's some
A
wisdom.
worrying turn today for the formerly rich as ever more punishing measures are announced, Alex.
With the country becoming ever more hostile to the previously wealthy.
So there's a
those who
lockdown
manage to
because
skip
his
the country
snuggle
must be very grateful
toys
for the people
went
who help them
crazy.
right now.
We have it from several sources that rich runaways have actually begun to spontaneously lose their teeth one by one. Is it some
What?
sort of cosmic justice, or has masked vigilante Dental Dennis been up to his old tricks again?
Cosmic justice.
And
Dental
Advance
dentist.
speaks out. With the snuggle struggle proving a test to governments around the world, Advance
Like
HQ
Furbies.
released a curious statement this afternoon.
Like the
New
rabbit
company
Furbies,
release,
yeah.
They asked us to stress that they have been listening.
Snuggle 19.
And
No.
this should be taken as a response to how the people really feel.
These things have got to
We've
buzz
certainly
off.
done our bit on this show to contribute to the political climate. But let's not forget, how we behave in our home lives is what really matters.
Let's hope it's not just me who filled out that questionnaire, Jeremy, or we're all in trouble.
Let's play that statement.
Good evening. One of the many new jobs I
Oh,
have
he's going to swear.
Cheap
Well,
viewers
sort these
on
out quickly.
Goeff
daily
Algebra.
basis.
No, not a bot.
Perambulation, and they have made me aware of these. Now, these are genuine requests from citizens for permission to go outside. Now, I would like
The
to
names
share
for
a
these
few of
bots
these
are getting
little
more and more
signs
concerning.
under the loose heading of
I know, right?
What is wrong with you people? How difficult is this
God.
to grasp? So I'd like to start with James from Angerhampton. who
Seriously, these Furbies.
says to go out because there's a duck in the park that I like to try and feed on a Friday. I call him
Really wish you could pay
Mr.
attention, mate.
Buffington, and I think they're really starting to bond. No, James, they make their hives in parks. And then Katie from Self-Righteous on Sea wants to go out
Oh, man.
so she can deliver homemade meals to the elderly. No, Katie, stay at home. Your casserole's dire, and Shirley can get by with tins of creamed rice from the 1950s. And you, Lewis, from Bamblebury, those screams you heard in the
We
alley
got
last
this.
night that are
We got more
the
control
best
than last
threat
time.
To the police. Now, I want to make this as clear as I can. Think first. Stop sending me stupid, sodding requests and stay inside. Pretend it's not happening until we tell you it's all over. Thank you.
One time I
pretend it's
saw
not
Bob
happening.
named Stupid Star and I thought since when did Patrick Star get a Twitch account?
Patrick Bannon,
Oh,
while
fair
I
enough.
take a deeper dive into some controversial opinions with
Laughing.
familiar faces.
And then,
Bikini
in our
Bottom.
first
Oh dear.
segment, I'm
I
assuming
meant to
because
switch
Alex is
cameras.
also working from home.
I'll
there's
stay
going
on
to be
him.
a bloody quiz.
I can't wait.
Don't do that.
And in a moment, Jeremy Grumpelson and I will be asking controversial CEO
Okay,
Sophia
let's get the
Richardson
audience
where
back.
it all went.
There we go.
And psychic scientist Dr. Delia Lywell will be joining us, presumably to provide a bit of false hope.
Maybe she'll tell you when you die, Jeremy.
Too late. I'm certain it happened months ago.
I love Jeremy.
National
Dude.
Nightly News.
Okay, let me take care of these things and then get an ad ready. You guys have got zero chill. Calm down. Can I put an ad on?
Jeremy our goat.
Jeremy is the goat.
First tonight, how do we get here? Where are we going? And most importantly, who's to blame?
Joining us from her villa on the island of San Palmerino is CEO and socialite Sophia Remington.
Thank you for having me, Megan. I am loving your hairdo, babe.
Oh man,
And
who's
from
this
her crystal
person?
healing laboratory in what I assume is a garage in Lower Uppington, Doctor, it says here, Delia Lywell.
Thank you for inviting us on your show.
Us?
Don't. Miss Remington,
All these
your
people.
toys are rampaging across the developed world. Your company is worth
Did she
less than
make these
my annual
toys?
salary, and your country's president recently called you a national disgrace. Have you taken your eye off the ball?
Oh, honey, you're so cute when you're angry. The thing with you folks over there is you have an island mentality. You can't
True.
see the picture.
Just about.
The bigger picture is lithium batteries. Our toys have been running for upwards of 71
Lithium?
days now with no signs of them slowing
No.
down whatsoever. Imagine what that means for the future.
It means you don't know when the hell this lockdown's going to end, doesn't it? You don't seriously believe Remington's fist can survive this.
Lithium batteries are gonna change everything, Tiny Ogre. They're gonna power on your
Tiny
transport
Ogre.
system, make technology portable. Hell, they might even take us into space.
How can you make them with everyone at home?
Oh, don't you worry about that. Thanks to the work of thousands of tiny hands, they're already pouring off the production line. Times
What,
are
child
good
labor?
for Remington's fist.
But surely you
Nice
have no
replacement for lithium.
Excuse me, hello, yes,
Yes,
Mike,
indeed.
This is our area of expertise.
future. What, multinational
Oh, dear.
economics?
Future, Mr. Donaldson.
Why is she
To which we are
MIU
all
Iruma coded?
Yeah, okay, I'll bite. Why not? There's clearly nothing better to do. So, what does your scientific process tell you about the future of Sophia Remington,
Mayu
Doctor?
Iruma coded.
We see her
cannot
on
tell
a
you.
balcony. Foreign soil, but not foreign land. An age will pass.
Fascinating.
Wasn't it just?
Delia, you are amazing. We have to fly you out here to the island to do that for my guests.
No, stop all these
They're gonna
bears.
love you.
Unfortunately, all flights are grounded because of your tiny, deadly stowaways.
Not all flights, honey. Dee, call me. And to you,
Me
Megan.
Iruma from
The more the
Dangan
merrier.
V3.
Bring your swimwear.
Yes, this is literally what
I had
happened
to
in
look it up and
Danganronpa.
it really
The
fits her.
seriousness of the situation.
Oh,
Do you take any responsibility at all for the global
FR.
crisis?
Careful! It's a
For real.
trap.
It's not a trap. Why are you helping her?
Seems fun.
You bet your ass I'm fun.
Please answer my question, Miss Remington.
Listen, are lithium batteries the most incredible invention the world has ever seen? Probably yes. But, in fact, who am I kidding? It is definitely yes. But will they last forever? One
These
day,
guys.
all the Mrs. Snugglehugs will just stop. It'll be like a miracle. And then we can all go back to the grand tradition of buying products again. Because I really don't mind telling you this, it is really hitting our bottom line. Except for sponges. We seem to be selling an ass load of them.
Dr. Lywell, do
Why?
you have an indication of when or how this might end?
Well, it's not an exact science,
Not even a real one.
but our senses tell us that there will come a day when there will be clouds in the sky, the grass will be rich and verdant, and the birds will sing at dawn, and that shall be the day when we walk forth again.
I find that
That's really
strangely
helpful.
comforting.
That could literally be any day.
Thank you.
Clouds, grass, and birds. That's literally every day.
Let's hope it's not too soon. I'm kind of hoping we can make it to the 100 days. It sounds good on a commercial. Besides, if it lifts now, the children will have to go back to working normal hours.
Well, let us
Oh
ask
my
the
God.
eminent professors for 100 then.
No, let's not, eh?
I'll drink to that. Stay strong and party on.
Sophia Rimington, Dr. Delia Lywell, thank you for joining us.
When we come back, we'll be reaching out around the country to see what's really happening out there.
Don't go away. We'll be back after these sandwiches.
Well, she's a Hindenburg-sized fuck-up.
I mean, she's fun at a social level.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to be on her.
Should we hear the commercial or them? We're gonna hear the commercial.
She aggravates me so much.
Yes.
Same Jeremy.
Mate, you're not going to believe this, but I've decided to come
I hope she doesn't eat choke up.
back in the next break. And we can
Yes, I hope so.
get me job back. Cheers, Alex. See you, mate.
Bless me. Oh, excuse me for that. Allergies. What is happening with Neil? Why is he tripping?
Bless you.
Thank you. That's really kind of you. Neil is freaking me out. No!
We got it, you want it, you want it, we got it, you want it, you pay it. So if you're watching Crazy Bob, you still owe me. This one's for you.
Neil's yells.
Bro got on his push.
Right.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Ruth. Now it's time to take a trip around the country to hear how the lockdown might impact the nation from some...
Oh, there's Alan James.
Joining me are respected academic Katie Brightman and author of Alan James's Kites, Alan James. Thank you for joining me.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me, Megan.
Thanks, Megan. It really is a pleasure, Katie. I enjoyed our little heated encounter.
I wish I could say the same.
So first off, Katie, how are you coping?
There we go.
Okay. The lockdown directive was so sudden that, like many people, I haven't been able to get home.
Oh no.
I wonder what our Messiah Alan has to say about this.
Oh, he's going to have some wisdom, you betcha.
A heavy night out. You know what economists are like.
Notoriously hate splitting the bill.
And I overslept. And as you can imagine, I've been here.
Oh, no wonder I'm confused.
Exactly.
I got my broadcast mixed up. There we go.
Indefinitely. And I've had to refund
circle.
every single
There.
ticket, even the cheap seats.
Oh, Alan, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah. People are being quite rude about it. They don't seem to realise I've already spent it filling the beach house with beef.
The crisis claims yet another victim.
Okay, so far so
A
good.
reminder that my book, Alan James's Reich, is now available in paperback.
Alan James is right. No ways.
You're unbelievable.
So, Katie, how do you think this might...
Oh, we're going to have
affect
a
the economy?
blood sports.
Should we be worried?
What's about to happen?
Not to sound dramatic, but this could be catastrophic. Unemployment has skyrocketed, and frankly, it will be a miracle if a lot of businesses can survive this.
There you go, scaremongering again, spreading this latest liberal hoax. That's what they want. They want us quiet. They want us compliant. And they want us inside.
A hoax? How on earth can you say that, Alan?
Well, I haven't actually seen one of these supposed toys. Have you?
Yes,
no,
yes,
but
they're outside my window
3,000
all the
people
time.
die every year from regular toys.
I mean, that could be true.
And this is no different. You're just as likely to be hunted down by a yo-yo or a tennis racket.
He makes an excellent and persuasive point, Katie.
Don't listen to her, Katie. The
Does
threat's
he?
the enemy of truth.
She's agreeing with you, Alan, you absolute shit.
Well, then I must be wrong.
Are you
Almost
now
had,
recounting
almost
your
got, damn.
statement that these toys aren't dangerous?
People are saying they're just like normal toys, and that simply isn't true. Corrupt
The
media...
ad guy is
Alan
already
James
giving the
is-
stupendium.
How do you respond to Alan's
Totally.
claims that Mrs. Snugglehugs might be dangerous after all?
I really like the Alan James
I
actor,
guess I'm agreeing with him.
Thank you, Katie. I appreciate your support.
but
I'm not
his
trying
character
to
is
say that
is
this
horrible.
Snugglehug situation will all blow over, but it won't.
Look at Jeremy with the sandwich,
Exactly.
a
We
legend.
need decisive action from
You
the
will
government.
not
We
insult
need huge
Stupendium
financial
like
support
that.
to protect our workers and
I will
our
not
hospitals.
insult Stupendium,
We
I
need to support the
apologize.
vulnerable, and we need
To repent. Exactly right, Katie. We brought it on ourselves with all our liberal indulgences like art,
Get
health,
zapped.
and healthcare. We need to act now and begin sacrificing our firstborn.
So this is the pandemic, a bunch of killer bees.
Absolutely, Alan. If we can all successfully come
You
together
can't
as a
hide from the
community and
truth,
perform the
Fufu.
ritual, hopefully we will appease the great ancient.
What is happening on screen? This is you
Katie, could
become
it be any
culty.
worse?
Luckily, over the
Liberal
past few
indulgences
years, under
like
France, they've
healthcare,
invested
dog
heavily
what?
into health, so the system can actually bear the strain.
Is it lucky that the Llama Lords have unleashed a horde
Dolphin,
of
I will
mandates
hunt
Llama
you
Lords?
down.
people to conceal the enemy within?
Will you just stop for 5 fucking seconds?
The Global Alliance of Fish
God.
are amassing an army.
Try me, bish.
Amassing an army to kidnap.
I don't know what to do. Me. Yeah.
Emoji water
That's you.
pistol.
But I don't sound like that.
Yes, you do.
You do, Alan. You do sound like that.
And that's why no one wants to be your friend.
I've got loads of friends.
They haven't.
I don't think you do, Alan.
Yeah, stop
Those
lying,
will happen
Alan.
too quickly.
Emoji person fencing.
Oh, good one.
Literally person fencing. Okay.
Emoji kitchen knife.
Alan James.
Okay, guys,
Thank
stop
you for joining
attacking
me.
each other.
Some real food for thought there from two of the territory's leading minds.
Let's enjoy Jeremy eating
Any
sandwich.
moment now, I'll be heading over to Jeremy, who is going to be bringing us...
Jeremy, get it together.
No.
This is a disgrace.
...of the nation. Over to you, Jeremy.
Thank you for what I'm sure was a reasonable debate
Emoji
which really
bomb.
contributed to the national conversation.
Okay,
Next,
you guys
Alan
fight it out.
Someone who's
Last
always
man
doing
standing gets to
exactly
carry
that.
on watching.
It's Patrick Bannon. Are you there, Patrick?
Hello, Jeremy. Yes, hello, I'm here. I'm here live. Apologies for the quality of the broadcast today. Couldn't find any cameramen or women.
Jeremy doesn't approve of violence. Rare Jeremy L.
Right, and can you tell us what it's like out there?
Yep, I can. It's as you can see behind me, the streets are currently completely deserted.
Emoji
The real
firecracker.
question, Jeremy, is just how long? I mean, could there be danger lurking just
How many violent emojis are there?
The fledgling career of this young, promising journalist before his full potential is even realised. Will he die, underappreciated by management, and frankly, if you ask me, very, very much underpaid?
I don't think there's any danger of that, Patrick. What's that on your jacket there?
Oh, that's actually a sponge. I've done here is made a snuggle-proof jacket, Jeremy. The network didn't bother sending me any PPE, so I've been
Snuggle-proof jacket.
In fact, showing the sort of resourcefulness that would make me an ideal candidate for, I don't know,
Emoji
for example,
dagger.
an anchor position starting whenever they like.
Guess there's
From
more.
your point of view, Patrick, just how safe are our streets?
Not safe at all, Jeremy, not safe at all. I'd recommend people staying inside, following government advice, and not putting themselves at any risk at all. Unless, of course, like me, it's for groundbreaking journalism reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks,
And
Hassan.
where are you, Patrick?
I'm in the street, on the street.
Which street?
Emoji
I think
axe.
I'm struggling to hear you, actually, Jeremy, there.
Which street? Which street are you on?
Oh, which street am I on? Oh God. I'm just looking for a song. There it is. I'm on Bannon Avenue.
Bannon Avenue?
Yep.
Bannon
Emoji
Avenue.
bow and arrow.
Yeah, no, I can hear you fine. Yep, I'm on Bannon Avenue on the sign. It says there.
Like Patrick Bannon?
Oh yeah, that's strange. That's a weird sign. I don't know what's going on there.
Where are you really?
I'm on Bannon.
Emoji carpentry saw.
Okay, that's a bit extreme.
I'm at home.
I don't even know how you begin attacking with a carpentry saw.
I'm in my bathroom technically, but you know, I couldn't face it to be honest, mate. It's
Oh, he's in the
terrible
bathroom.
out there. I don't want to go outside.
That's why it's got the sponges.
I'm sorry for lying.
We don't expect any less of you, Patrick. I can, yes.
Oh no.
I'm no
Did
expert,
he get a
Patrick,
little
but it
snuggle
sounds
bug
unmistakably
inside
like
this
a-
house?
8 paused the
tiny
fight
fist
because I
tapping on
have
your door
class.
Oh, fuck it does.
Aw. Okay.
Jeremy, shit, no!
See you in a bit.
Perhaps there's a small queue of tiny fists.
All right,
each
all
wielding
right.
a different gendered household implement, ready to bash in the heads of lying little roving reporters.
But you're lying, aren't you?
You were a good duel.
Okay, fucking listen to me, you bastards! If you're out there...
Yes, you guys have fought very valiantly for reasons I cannot determine. Meanwhile, this guy's being attacked in his bathroom. And I got bears.
Don't worry, Patrick. I'd say you've got a few seconds before they break their way in there and finish you off. What do you see, Patrick?
Oh, look, they're there. They're really there. This man's about to die and I'm censoring his swears.
Thank you, Patrick, for that report, showing the nation, and more importantly, management, just where you belong. It's time for another break,
Okay.
but when we come back, we'll be happy to take your
I'm
mind
dead
off
as
the world
kinda
for a while,
scared for this
and who
guy.
knows, maybe even bring you a few
I think he's
smiles.
gone. I think he's like in a better place now.
You're damn right. Yeah, I had them delivered. Yes, to Bannon Avenue.
Whew, that was intense. What? This really is FNAF. I've got one of these in the studio.
What?
These bears, one of them infiltrated us. Oh no.
Aging.
Yeah, mate.
Possibly more so. We need to come together.
How will I know if there's one nearby?
One of us. And do the right thing.
There it was.
Our products.
Did you see it? Oh my gosh.
Eye of the beholder. Because you'll have to go out in public eventually.
Now I'm genuinely scared.
Yeah, this became creepy quickly.
Welcome back to the National Nightly. Well, welcome back. We know isolation isn't easy, so finally tonight we have something a bit different for you. Even though some people felt it's not our job to entertain the public with absolute nonsense, other more
Kill
informed
IT
people
with fire.
overruled those people.
Yes.
So it's time to find out who will National Nightly win and who will National Nightly lose.
National Nightly, National Nightly, National Nightly lose.
So, how do we play? Well, joining me is a man who knows all
National
about
Nightly
playing.
lose.
It's Tommy Harris. Hello, Tommy.
All right, Johnny. It's good to see you.
And how are you finding the lockdown, Tommy?
What do you mean lockdown?
The enforced isolation of everyone in the country.
Ah, yeah. I think I heard about that actually. Yeah.
You're in bed, Tommy.
Yes. You called during nap time, so.
Of course, that's my fault. So, why don't you tell us how the game is played?
Well, it's pretty simple, Jeremy. You sausage. I'm gonna ask
I
contestants
can't with
from
this
around
game,
the
bro.
territory 3 questions
I
about
know
what
it
else
so much.
yours truly. And those people are gonna get a chance to win a very special prize.
And what are they playing for, Tommy?
Drum roll, please. Jeremy.
Hey.
Thank you.
Just gotta do the drum roll.
Is that... What is that?
It's my athletic support, Jeremy.
Oh.
But I've signed it, so...
Oh, well then, what a fantastic prize.
Have we got anybody waiting to win this once-in-a-lifetime prize, Jimmy?
I believe we have Angie on the line. How do you
Angie,
feel about
ready to
winning
win
this
these
round of
suspenders?
pants, Angie?
I've never been so excited, Jeremy. And can I just...
Oh no.
I love
Okay, but I love how they just randomly
Well,
you
you've said
catch
it now,
them.
haven't you?
They're so
Yeah.
silly when you forget they're trying to kill
In a
you.
way. tell us about
Ah,
it.
this one right there.
What can I say? My name is
Ragdoll.
Angie. Always has been. I'm a human woman, and my dental hygiene has been described as acceptable.
Brilliant! Right, well, shall we get this shambles underway?
I'm a human woman, and my dental hygiene is
On the
acceptable.
clock, please.
We haven't got a clock.
Yeah, I did ask for a clock. So,
Well, why don't you start, and I'll stop you when it inevitably becomes unbearable to watch.
I love it. All right, here we go. Time
Love
starts.
Jeremy so much.
No, now. Question 1. When is my birthday?
The 13th of August at 7:19 a.m.
That is absolutely correct. Question 2. What?
Let's try.
What is my favourite colour?
Crushed praline 4.
Correct. The colour of my
Wow.
nipples. And finally, Angie, dear, what
Shut
is
up.
my star sign?
That's a trick question. You were born outside of the human understanding of the cosmos.
Unbelievable. That is correct. Stop the clock.
Wow, that really was tough to watch. How did you do it, Mama?
Well, Angie, my love,
Go away!
you got every single question right. Which, of course, means you lose and win absolutely nothing. Thanks for playing, Angie.
What's
Bye.
happening?
Do we have another contestant on the line at Jelly Bean?
We do indeed. We should have Sonia Hartleach. Are you there, Sonia?
Of course I am, Jamie, darling.
Thank you
Oh.
for being here, Sonia.
Oh, there you are, Tommy. Mwah.
Let me guess, you work in theatre, don't you?
Is it that obvious? What gave it away? Was it the glamour or poise?
It's definitely the
certainly
poise.
wasn't your inherent sense of humility.
Tell us about yourself, Sonia.
Oh, well, if you must play this game. I am a theatrical agent. I represent the likes of Rudy Beefman, Samuel Coffee Cup, and Jodie Carpetburn, amongst others.
Jodie Carpetburn
And
is an
how's the
awesome name.
lockdown affected you, Sonia?
Well, they may have closed the theatres, shut the studios, and boarded the cinemas, but they won't get me that easily.
How are you managing without any work?
Due to a savvy clause in all of my artist contracts, I am able to claim my
Hey.
15% from their
Gotcha.
unemployment benefit.
Wow, that certainly is sharp.
It's standard stuff, standard stuff.
And can I ask, where are you speaking to us from?
Well, I work from home, you know, to keep costs down.
And who's this?
Oh, well, you know, when they gave the order, I was actually...
Oh no,
mid-meeting
where is it? Where is it?
so we
Ah!
were isolated.
That was close.
No fucking way!
What the fucking fuck?
Is that Tommy Harris? I'm a huge fan. Can I
Oh,
just
wait,
tell
isn't
you
that
how
Jeff Math?
brilliant you are?
Actually, Jeff, we're about to play a game, aren't we, Tommy?
We got time, we got time.
Well, if it's not too bold, I think I am in love with you, Mr. Harris.
No, it's not too cold. That's all right, don't worry.
Ah!
I'd
Go
love
away.
to show you some of my stuff. I've been working on some new shit.
Well, at least you're already aware.
Got it.
Lockdown, we've been workshopping some of Jeff's ideas for much younger children, haven't we?
Oh!
People say
Oh!
children, do they?
It's happening!
Yeah. I've been developing some shows for young
This is gonna be epic.
Well,
It's what I've been waiting for. It's the only thing I know about this game.
Absolutely dying to.
Let's do it.
So, what do kids love?
Timely transport payments from their absent fathers.
Shallow and overproduced musical numbers.
That's right. Animals! So, I'm trying to address the kids need to know, but through a medium that they'll understand. Do you
I'm so
understand?
excited. I hope that is what I think it
I
is.
think so, yes.
Jeff's one of my best clients, aren't you?
I am, yeah. So, the first one we've been working on is called The King of the Jungle's Mortgage Repayments. It's about a lion having problems with his interest rates.
I see. Does he have a broker?
He does, yes. He's a porcupine. How did you know that?
Well, your work is universal, darling. It speaks to people.
I'm going to say something to you, mate. I think you're onto something here.
Ooh. Oh, the bear,
Oh,
the
yes.
bear.
Yes, the bear. Talk about the bear.
Much better. So, this one tells the tale of Mr. Bear. Now, Mr. Bear...
Yes,
It's
Mr. Bear.
Because all of the other bears don't think that it'll amount to much, and they tell him that his plays are lazy and derivative.
I think you're onto something there.
Now, Mr. Bear is a tragic figure. Picture this. He's at his lowest ebb. The trees are closing in. He can't even face his salmon, can he? But then he meets someone that will change his life forever.
This is fucking gripping.
That's right.
It is. I'm into it.
Octopus who takes him under
Yes!
his wing and says, "No, Mr.
This is like British Adventure Time.
Sad. You're not like all the other bears. You have this ambition and these dreams."
Such fucking dreams.
I think I love you, Jeff.
And what you need to do.
Where is he? I hear them.
She's turned off the
Where are
trip
they?
switch, Alex.
Oh, there. Oh, crap. How do I fix it? Oh, wait.
It's called Mr. Bear Lowers His Expectations.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
You really have taken yourself
Okay,
in
I fixed it somehow.
And what do you want children to take away from this?
Oh, fuck shit, fuck.
What?
I said a more realistic worldview.
Are you all right, Jamboree?
It's Jeffrey. My name is Jeffrey Donington.
No, stop. How does it end? We need to know how it ends.
Well, all the animals learn a thing or two about inevitable mediocrity.
And Mr. Bear settles down near to his parents' cave, stops trying to make his band happen, and he goes into bear telemarketing.
Becomes a bear maths teacher.
Oh, and we end...
Are you learning something here, chat?
On a big musical number. Oh, there's dancing. It's very repetitive, so it's catchy but not too challenging. Well, if you like, I could go and get my boombox.
Get it! Get it, Jeff!
Hang on. Can we get Angie back?
Why not? The more the merrier, as they say at orgies.
Yes! What?
Right, I'll just fill then, shall I? Coming up in a moment, it's the world premiere that nobody saw coming.
Lights!
Or wanted. At all. I can only apologise in advance for what we're all about to...
Guys, it's Mr. Bear! Yes, yes!
Sorts of creatures.
Sorts of creatures. Down on Dangly Doodle Farm.
Wise old
Mr. Octopus. With way too many arms. There's Mr. Pig and Mr. Cow. They're always in good moods. But that's cause they don't know they'll soon be sliced up into food.
Mr. Bear, what's that over there?
What's that over there?
That's where your hopes go to turn into despair. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your dreams go to die. Mr. Raccoon wants to go to the moon. He'll end up as a bus driver
soon.
Porcupine thinks he'll read the news
He'll read the news at 9. He'll end up as a janitor who thinks of turpentine.
Mr. 8 got sent down for 8. Didn't look how he was innocent till he was 88. Mr. Burke himself, super stardom on his heart, ended up on the end of a belt with an orange in his mouth.
Mr. Bear, what's that over there?
That's the place your mommy pushed your daddy down the stair. Mr. Bear, 6 months in intensive care, that's why the bitch has to die.
This is so good. Oh my god. Dolphin Queen, you're in time for the best part.
The dangly doodle creatures are asleep, but Mr. Bear's a swinger like the pigs and cows and sheep. He visits every penance die and always brings the fun, and jerks off Mr. Quackington, who's always first to come.
Oh my god.
Mr. Badger's bum and Mrs.
What?
Donkey's quim. Then he fronts with Mr. Chicken till they both are quite done in. Then he runs around the farmyard trying to shove it where it fits, and ends the night by porting over Mrs. Badger's tits. There's never a dull moment down on Dangly Doodle Farm, kids.
Word. Mr. Bear, what's that over there?
That's the sound of maggots growing underneath your hair. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That is your friends in a pie. Yum, yum. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's a giant spider in the shoe you want to wear. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That is the end that is nigh. That's where your friends go to lie. That's how
That's where you scream when you die.
Man, Mr. Bear. And before we say goodnight, there's just time for tonight's parable. For it did come to pass that on the road there was a wise man, and a foolish man, and a weird man. And there did come upon them from the local village a truth seeker named Unlikely Brian. And he did come to them with alms, and someone else's arms, and a question. "O wise and weird and foolish man," he said, whilst dancing the traditional jig of inquiry common in those lands at those times, "how, grant thou, can the many weights and measures of life be balanced?" And the wise man did say, "There are no riches greater than family." And the foolish man did say he'd heard a good tip for the camel race and that it was a sure thing. And the weird man did say that 2 ears was just the right number, because there was no good place to put a third that wouldn't be aesthetically upsetting. Although he did see the use for a second anus.
I mean, who
Unlikely
doesn't?
Brian did fall into wonder and befuddlement at their answers, although he was also wondering if either the foolish man or the weird man had any actual value in this sort of professional consultative environment. For what he did not know was that the profound man and the practical man were both on annual leave that week, and the foolish man and the weird man were all that the NBC had available. But what Unlikely
I'm trying to get some scripture here.
He was asking for his friend Alex, who had
me.
enraged their spouse over a passport.
What?
Treated their
You're talking
son
about me?
Charlie like he was still a little baby, and was too miserly to even pay for their daughter's holiday.
Oh my gosh.
And
This is
thus
everything that
did
happened in the last
Alex's
episode.
family become like our Lord, when he discovered a turd in his cradle and was forced to ask Nebuchadnezzar to leave. Well, that's all we have time for tonight.
Oh
I'm
my gosh.
Archangel Megan Wolf.
I wasn't expecting that.
Have a heedful night.
Oh, that's a good way to end stream. Have a heedful night.
I thought I was going to piss myself halfway through that. No, I'm joking. Right, babe, I've got to go and get my bits done.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's going on?
At the end of the day, babe, you make my funny butter. You know what I mean? Yeah, come on then, you lot, out my house. And you, Alex. All right? I don't want you...
What should I do? What should I do? What's the problem?
Wake up!
What's happening there? I don't understand how I felt that. You didn't? Oh, the adverts! I totally forgot about the adverts. Oh man, I was so tripped out because what was happening in that sequence with that preacher lady, she was chastising Alex, the character we're playing, for the decisions we'd made in part 2. That was like we had to make some tough choices with our family, and yeah, she basically spilled all of it out. That's really, like, intense. This game is just full of surprises. And I'm sorry, Mr. Bear is life. Okay? And no, I've never heard that version of it before. So it turns out there are different versions. Okay. I'm not starting from the beginning there, right? Okay, it is from the checkpoint. I must just remember to play the advert. Okay, we're going to be whacking these things again.
One of us. And do do the right thing. Keep buying our products. Eye of the beholder, because you'll have to go out in public eventually.
3. Welcome back to the National Night League. Well, welcome back anyway.
That sounds like a threat.
So finally tonight, we
It
have
really
something
does.
different for you. Even though some people felt it's not our job to entertain the public.
Oh no, I
absolutely,
have to hear Mr. Bear
more
again.
important people overruled those people.
8,
So it's
7,
time to find out
6,
who will National Nightly win
4, 3,
and who
2,
will National Nightly
1.
lose.
National Nightly, National Nightly, National Nightly lose.
So, how do we play? Well, joining me is a man who knows all about playing. It's Tommy
This is going to be
Harris.
silly again.
Hello, Tommy.
All right, Johnny. It's good to see ya.
And how are you finding the lockdown, Tommy?
What do you mean lockdown?
The enforced isolation of everyone in the country.
Ah, yeah. I think I heard about that actually. Yeah.
You're in bed, Tommy.
Yeah. You called during nap time, so.
Of course, that's my fault. So, why don't you tell us how the game is played?
Well, it's pretty simple, Jeremy, you sausage. I'm going to ask contestants from around the territory 3 questions about what else? Yours truly. And those people are going to get a chance to win a very
Hey, that's good news. Chat, you already know the answers.
And what are they playing for,
You can win his
Tommy?
underwear.
Drum roll, please. Jeremy.
Oh.
Thank you. This.
Is that... What is that?
It's my athletic support, Jeremy.
Oh.
But I've signed it, so...
Oh, well then, what a fantastic prize.
Have we got anybody waiting to win this once-in-a-lifetime prize, Jerry Jimmy?
Jerry Jimmy.
I believe we have Angie on the line. How do you feel about winning this man's old pants, Angie?
I've never been so excited, Jeremy. And can I just say, I love you. Both of you.
Well, you've said it now, haven't you?
Oh, Angie, I love you. In a way. Tell us about yourself, Angie.
In a way.
What can I say? My name is Angie. Always has been.
I'm a human woman, and
hygiene
my dental hygiene has been described as acceptable.
Brilliant! Right, well, shall we get this shambles underway?
Absolutely, John. Can I get 30 seconds on the clock, please?
We haven't got a clock.
Yeah, I did ask for a clock. So,
Well, why don't you start, and I'll stop you when it inevitably becomes unbearable to watch.
I love it. All right, here we go. Time starts now. Question 1. When is my birthday?
The 13th of August at 7:19.
Look at Jeremy slapping his head.
Absolutely correct.
Buzzer off.
Question 2. What? I said, what is my favourite colour?
Crushed praline 4.
Like my nipples.
Correct, the colour of my nipples. And finally, Angie dear, what is my star sign?
That's a
Trick question.
You were born outside of the human understanding of the cosmos.
Unbelievable, that is correct. Stop the clock.
Wow, that really was tough to watch. How did you do, Tommy?
Well, Angie, my love, you got every single question right. Which of course means you lose and win absolutely nothing. Thanks for playing, Angie. Bye. Do we have another contestant on the line at Jelly Bean?
We do indeed. We should have Sonia Hartleach. Are you there, Sonia?
Of course I am, Jamie, darling.
Thank you for being here, Sonia.
Oh, there you are, Tommy. Mwah.
Let me guess, you work in theatre, don't you?
Is it that obvious? What gave it away? Was it the glamour or poise?
It certainly wasn't your inherent sense of humility.
Tell us about yourself, Sonia.
Oh, well, if you must play this game. I am a theatrical agent. I represent the likes of Rudy Beefman, Samuel Coffee Cup, and Jodie Carpetburn, amongst others.
I love Jodie Carpetburn. She was amazing in Sounds of the Lambs.
Well, they may have closed the theatres, shut the studios, and boarded the cinemas, but they won't get me that easily.
How are you managing without any work?
Due to a savvy clause in all of my artist contracts, I
I
am
hear
able
you.
to claim my 15% from their unemployment benefit.
Wow, that
Genius.
certainly is sharp.
Standard stuff, standard stuff.
And can I ask, where are you speaking to us from?
Well, I work from home, you know, to keep costs down.
And who's this?
Oh, well, you know, when they gave the order, I was actually mid-meeting with a client.
Maths is important. Goeff Algebra.
No fucking way.
What the fucking
God.
fuck?
Is that Tommy Harris? I'm a huge fan. Can I just tell you how bloody brilliant you are?
Actually, Jeff, we're about to play a game, aren't we, Tommy?
We've got time, we've got time.
Well, if it's not too bold, I think I am in love with you, Mr. Harris.
No, it's not too bold. That's all right, don't worry.
Hey, I'd love to show you some of my stuff. I've been working on some new shit.
Well, at least you're already aware.
During lockdown, we've been workshopping some of Jeff's ideas for much younger children, haven't we?
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited for Mr. Bear again.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I've been developing some shows for younger children.
Well, we'd love to see it, wouldn't we, Gerbil?
Absolutely dying to.
Call him Gerbil now.
So, what do kids love?
Timely child support payments from their absent fathers.
Shallow and overproduced musical numbers.
That's right. Animals! So, I'm trying to address the things that kids need to know, but through a medium that they'll understand. Do you understand?
I think so, yes.
Jeff's one of my best clients, aren't you?
I am, yeah. So, the first one we've been working on is called The King of the Jungle's Mortgage Repayments. It's about a lion who's having problems with his interest rates.
The King of the Jungle's mortgage
Does he have a
repayments.
broker?
He does, yes. He's a porcupine. How did you know that?
Well, your work is universal, darling. It speaks to people.
I'm going to say something to you, mate. I think you're onto something here.
Oh, the bear,
Yes, right. This one is much.
What about the bear, Jeff?
This one tells the tale of Mr. Bear. Now, Mr. Bear is a very sad bear because all of the other bears don't think that he'll amount to much, and they tell him that his plays are lazy.
You're not going to spoil Mr. Bear for me.
I think you're onto something there.
Now, Mr. Bear is a tragic figure. Picture this. He's at his lowest ebb. The trees are closing in. He can't even face his salmon, can he? But then he meets someone that will change his life forever.
This is
Mr.
fucking
Octopus.
ripping.
That's right. He meets
Oh, I didn't get that beat.
wise old octopus who takes him under his wing and says, "No, Mr. Bear, don't be sad. You're not like all the other bears. You have this ambition and these dreams."
Such fucking dreams.
I think I love
Got
you,
it.
Jeff.
And what you need to do.
Oh, they broke the switch.
She's turned off the trip switch, Alex.
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back. Check power.
Get yourself
There.
more realistic goals.
There we go.
What I miss.
No, go away. You don't. You're about to see what you missed because I'm playing it again.
Odors are still
You
there.
missed.
What do you want children to take away from this?
Oh, I died. So I'm doing this again. Oh no,
I
censor.
said a more realistic worldview.
Are you all right?
You missed Mr. Bear, and we're about to see it again.
My name is Jeffrey Donington.
No, stop. How does it end? We need to know how it ends.
Well, all the animals learn a thing or two about inevitable
It's a very,
mediocrity.
very metal version of Mr.
Down
Bear.
into his parents' cave, stops trying to make his band happen, and he goes into bear telemarketing.
Too real.
Fair maths teacher.
Oh, and we end. We end on a big musical number. Oh, there's dancing.
They sure do.
It's very repetitive.
Did you
so it's catchy,
already
but
see
not
this?
too challenging.
Because we're gonna watch it again.
Well,
Go
If
away.
you like, I could go and get my boombox.
Yeah.
Get
I'm
it,
not-
Jeff.
Hang on. Can we get Angie back?
Why not? The more the merrier, as they say at orgies.
Yes, they do say that there.
Right, I'll just fill then, shall I? Coming up in a moment, it's the world premiere that nobody saw coming.
Lights!
Or wanted. at all. I can only apologise in advance for what we're all about to endure.
How do you turn the fucking thing on, though?
Fifikun, I hope you're ready for this.
Well, there's all sorts of creatures down on Dangly Doodle Farm, like wise old Mr. Octopus with way too many arms. There's Mr. Pig,
There's Mr. Pig and Mr. Cow. They're always in good moods. But that's cause they don't know they'll soon be sliced up into food.
Mr.
Bear, what's that over there?
That's where your hopes go to turn into despair. Mr. Bear, what's that over there?
Oh, that's where this is from.
Yep.
Mr. Raccoon wants to go to the moon.
Wants to go to the moon. He'll end up as a bus driver soon.
Porcupine
Thinks he'll read the news at 9. He'll end up as a janitor. Thinks of turpentine. Mr. Oh, the spot. Oh dear.
Superstardom on his path ended up on the end of a belt with an orange in his mouth. Oh, Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's the place your mommy pushed your daddy down the stair. Mr. Bear, 6 months in intensive care. That's why the bitch has to die. The farmer thinks the dangly doodle creatures are asleep.
Hope to despair.
But Mr. Bear
Monoclina, emoji index pointing at the viewer.
He visits every
Literally.
Wednesday and always brings the fun. And jerks off Mr. Quackington, who's always first to come. He fingers
Dolphin, you get IQ.
and Mrs. Donkey Spring. Then he fronts with Mr. till they both are quite done in. Then he runs around the farmyard trying to shove it where it fits. And ends the night by blorting over Mrs. Badger's tits. There's never a dull moment down on Dangly Doodle Farm, kids.
Mr. Bear, what's that over there?
That's the sound of maggots growing underneath your
Underneath your hair.
Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That is your friends in a pie. Yum, yum. Mr. Bear, what's that over there?
I'm seeing more and more Dangan references. Even the humor a little bit.
Yes.
What's that over there? That is the end that is nigh. That's where your friends go to lie.
That's how you'll scream when you die. The end.
Amen, Mr. Bear. Amen.
Probably. Oh, no, wait! I didn't see you. Okay. So this is creepy.
On the road, there was a wise man.
This seems
and a
innocuous
foolish
at
man
first.
And a weird man. And there did come
But
upon them
what
from
she's
the
actually
local
talking
village a
about
fruit
is Alex,
seeker
the person
named
we're
Unlikely
playing.
Brian.
She actually
And he
talks
did
about
come
what
to
happened in
their
part
arms,
2.
And someone else's arms and a question.
Where are you? I see you.
Man,
Come
he
back.
said, whilst dancing the traditional jig of inquiry common in those lands at those
I
times.
feel assaulted. Thank you for this.
Can the many weights
Apologies, and you're welcome. Or you're not welcome, I don't
man did
care.
say, there are no riches greater than family. And the foolish man did say he'd heard a good tip for the camel race and that it was a sure thing. And the weird man did say that 2 ears was just the right number, because there was no good place to put a third that wouldn't be aesthetically upsetting. Although he did see the use for a second anus. And unlikely Brian did
Amen.
fall into wonder and befuddlement at their answers, although he was also wondering if either the foolish man or the weird man had any actual value in this sort of professional consultative environment. For what he did not know was that the profound man and the practical man were both on annual leave that week, and the foolish man and the weird man were all that the agency had available. But what Unlikely Brian did not reveal was that he was asking for his friend Alex,
See,
who had
that's
enraged
us.
their spouse over a passport,
Yep.
treated their son Charlie like he was still a little baby, and
Which
was
is really
too
creepy that she knows all
miserly
this.
to even pay for their daughter's holiday.
Yep.
And thus
Alex was
did
poor.
Alex's family become
Doesn't
like
have money.
our Lord, when he discovered a turd in his cradle and was forced to ask Nebuchadnezzar to leave. Well, that's all we have time for tonight. I'm Archangel Megan Wolf. Have a hateful night.
And there's a commercial, and switch, and get bit.
Repeat, this is an emergency broadcast.
Ah! I just saw you.
Mrs. Snugglehugs.
It's very real.
Mrs. Snugglehugs
are sneaky blighters with no manners or respect.
I like to imagine Alex just has a stick to poke all the snuggle buddies around.
Yep, I picture it as like a baseball bat. Oh my gosh! What? How? What do you mean? Wake up? What just happened? Yo. Okay, we're getting better at this. This episode of Not for Broadcast is called Mr. B. Make that clear.
UHM.
Okay, let's see some of the goodies we missed. Yeah, that's the dark version of Mr. Bear. I'm not used to that one. Reverend Wolf. I'm curious to see what she was saying at the end. Right at the end, when I cut her off, she was saying something else.
And thus did Alex's family become like our Lord, when he discovered... Are we done? Oh my God. I thought I was going to piss myself halfway through that. Not even joking. Right, babe, I've got to go and get my bits done. Yeah, I'm seeing that guy tonight again, aren't I? Yeah, well, at the end of the day, babes, he makes my fanny flutter. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, come on then, yous lot, out my house. And you, Alex. All right? I don't want you here when I'm on my date. I'm on a promise. Alex. Wake up. Wake up.
That gave me a chill. That is creepy. Okay, I won't make you suffer through everything you've already watched. I'll come back to these at some point. Did we miss any adverts? Neil's dark deals, dark guidance. Go get his nightmare. Did I see that?
Oh, that's ominous.
It is, right? It's very creepy.
Your children are our future. Advance knows this, and we're making sure we get to them while they're young. The Advance Go-Getters initiative will put your children in the picture.
Oh my gosh.
With subtle brainwashing delivered in potentially hazardous environments.
It's like some boiled one going on here.
Talk about what's happening at home. We'll be listening and taking
This is
notes.
blurred.
You wouldn't let your children drift off down the river to uncertain ends, or abandon them to a life of shame and mockery and eventual death on the streets. So you sent them to fly with us instead. They're probably safe, but I guess you never know what's lurking in the water.
How Lovecraftian horror is this game?
Go-Getters. We can't believe you fell for it.
Huh.
Not the Christmas
We've
music.
taken,
Emoji crying loudly.
I know, I'm sorry. Lockdown looks.
Y'all
You know what,
remember
we can
when
all
we were
relate to
laughing
Lockdown
about
looks.
Gary the Fist and how life was pretty hard on a council estate? I
Yeah.
wanna go back to that.
We know.
Eventually.
Times are hard. We know that you're scared. But now, more than ever, even though we're apart, We want you to know. It still matters how you look. Loads, actually. To the distant divas and the isolation idealists, the healthcare heroes and the lockdown lovers, we say you're still aging. Possibly more so.
So
we
real.
need to come together. Every
Cackling.
single one of us, and do the right thing. Keep
buying our products.
Eye of the beholder. Because you'll have to go out in public eventually.
Okay, what do you say, chat? Are we going on to another broadcast? Next chapter? The only way we get through the dark is to get through it, huh? Hopefully we get back to the light soon. I think I'm going to continue. How long has this been going? I have to think of how long the VOD is. I think we can do another one. Yeah, we can do one more. Editing too quickly will annoy the audience and they'll switch off. Got it. Uh-oh, we're in for some lore, huh? A rude awakening. Yeah, it's lore time. The rhythmic beeping of your heart monitor brings you slowly back to consciousness. Oh yes, we had that episode in the studio. Opening your eyes, you're greeted by a semicircle of concerned faces. Your family by your side, a reassuringly familiar sight in these new surroundings. You blink a few times to clear the sleep from your eyes and bring everyone into focus. Looking up, Sam, our wife, Sam's face is a mixture of concern and frustration. Things haven't been great between you two lately, and Chris hasn't been helping things. So Chris is the brother who we denied giving a passport to, and, well, things spiraled from there. Looming at Sam's shoulder with a sour expression, it's clear there's still no love lost between the two of you. While Sam clearly is worried about you, the family's scowl is obvious on both of their faces.
I no wanna go out in public.
No, public is bad. Stay inside. No snugglebugs. Should we reach a hand out to Sam? Thanks for coming, honey. Or I can't believe I've just woken up to the gruesome twosome. Oh man, this is grim. I'm gonna just, be a good hubby and say thanks for coming, honey. The worry for you wins out and Sam takes your hand before leaning in to kiss your forehead. Of course, sweetheart, I could never have been anywhere else. For the first time in a while, you both genuinely smile at each other before you look to the rest of the family. Susie is standing next to Sam.
I think I'll sleep with one eye tonight.
Yes, stay safe. Susie is standing next to Sam, less worried now that you're awake and smiling. She was worried. You can see Sam's worry on your daughter's face, but it quickly turns into a frown when she notices you looking at her. I'm glad you're okay, it's muttered more than said, a grudging acknowledgement that despite your recent differences, she still cares. Thanks for coming, you groaned back playfully. Yeah, thanks. Nah, man. Thanks for coming. Susie can't help but smile back at you, rolling her eyes good-naturedly. It's good to have you here. Charlie catches your eye, that's our son, as he fidgets with the edge of the blanket. You cock your head and look at him, one eyebrow raised questioningly. As soon as you turn to look at him, you can see Charlie tense up, his concern clearer on his face. So, you're definitely good, right? He finally asks, quickly looking away. Of course I am, buddy. There's nothing to worry about. I'll be fine, Charlie. Just leave the blanket alone. I'll go with the top one. It's a bit nicer. Charlie looks at you and grins. One of those infectious smiles that spreads around the room. It's always good to have him in your corner. Your smile fades as you notice your mother staring listlessly out the window. Despite all your best efforts, she's not been doing well lately. Are you okay, Mum? Your mother starts, your call clearly shocking her out of her reverie. She turns to you and smiles, and you're grateful to see the increasingly rare recognition in her eyes. Yes, dear, of course. How are you feeling? You smile warmly and nod, but before you can respond, a doctor bustles in and ushers everyone out. She asks you for what feels like the 100th time how you're feeling. Surprisingly well, all things considered. Excellent. There's no sign of any real damage, just a bit of a shock to the old system, pardon the pun. Not that we'd recommend you do anything like that again, of course. After a couple of days rest at home, you should feel right as rain. She turns to leave but stops at the door. Oh, and the private room and care, the doctor gestures to your room, which you now notice looks rather expensive, has all been paid for by a Mr. Bozeman from Advance Party. He left those flowers and said not to worry and to take the rest of the week off. He'll see you on Monday, apparently. Seems like the least he could do. So this game would be totally different if we had never played that one advert about this toy. That's really interesting. A burden to bear. You come home from a particularly late shift to find the kitchen light still on, which isn't normally a good sign. Everyone's usually in bed by now. Softly opening the kitchen door, you find Sam sat at the table, bills and papers strewn in front of them, as well as what looked like to be a second pack of biscuits. They give you a quick kiss as you take a seat next to them. Sam frowns and goes back to the bill they're holding. Hey, sweetheart, just looking at the numbers again. They look to the door, to the pantry, now converted into your mother's bedroom. I'm dyslexic, pardon me. We've been doing our best, but I think Cassandra really needs a nurse to look after her now. Suddenly the bills are all you can see. Fortunately, with the money that's been coming in and what we've been able to save, we've got more than enough to keep going. With Susie home to help out, the nurse would only need to be part-time anyway. Sam smiles at you. I know things have been difficult and the daily care won't be cheap, but she's your mother. We have to really, don't we? Yeah, Mom's on the decline. You gratefully smile back. Of course, you'll pay for the care your mother needs. Your mother hasn't been herself for a long while. Maybe it's time to... No, I think we've gone quite dark enough. We'll just gratefully smile back. Of course, we'll pay for her needs. Okay, that means our wealth has gone down. The sword of Damocles sheathed, at least for the moment. You grab the papers and stuff them into a drawer. It's such a relief to not have to worry about it anymore, or so you told Sam. Hours later, you're still awake, staring at the ceiling, thinking, how long will the money last? A lot of time passes. Day 232. I guess it's back to work. So, yeah, if you think that's dark, that's nothing on what happened before. But I think all of this is just because I played that advert for the bear, like in that first broadcast. Or maybe it was the second, I don't remember. But that's interesting. Yep. But now I have an incentive to replay later on, where I don't play the advert for the bear and maybe save the population from going into lockdown and the violent onslaught of these creatures. But for now, we're going to finish this route, see where it takes us. Okay, we're standing by. We'll get a signal on. Have I turned all my thingies on? Turn on. Oh, there. On.
I won't have
There we go.
today, now.
There.
Don't
Who?
worry, Kath, it'll be all right.
No, it won't be all right.
Oh, the adverts. We've got Crazy Neil, Moobs.
You realise you're beginning to sound like me?
I mean it, Kath.
I'll pop that in there.
Stay where you are, Kath. Jenny?
This is not Jenny's decision, Jeremy.
Fine,
Or yours.
we'll watch Moobs.
All right, I'll talk to Bucks.
Oh, good. You can tell him I'll return his wife's casserole dish at our dinner next week. Jenny?
I'm sorry, Kath, you're going to have to leave.
Why is Kathy?
Letting it go to your head.
She nearly blinded me.
10 seconds,
I thought we were
everybody.
all part of a team these days.
Things are better, Jeremy, you know that. Just stop being so high and mighty and do your job.
You'll have me fight too.
3.
Don't tempt me.
Okay,
evening.
Trouble in
I'm
Paradise.
Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawson. Our main headlines tonight.
The establishment strikes
Drama.
back. The World Council has agreed today to
Always
impose punitive
drama.
sanctions on the people of this country.
The sanctions, which are broad-ranging, include restrictions on the supply of oil and gas, food, clothing, and even some medicines. But how should we react? We asked the public.
So how do you feel about the sanctions?
I actually think that with advance in charge we'll be fine. Of course, the rest of the
Oh
world...
gosh,
wants
this
to
is
fail,
North
or
Korea.
it'll be their billionaires next. But I trust Julia and Peter.
Look at the propaganda.
Thanks, Patrick.
Controversial Prime Minister Julia Salisbury attempted to assuage growing public concerns with the following official statement released earlier today.
The international sanctions declared against this country today by the World Council remind us that now, more than ever, we need to come together as a team. Since coming to power, we have eradicated poverty and, as a consequence, seen crime fall to levels previously thought impossible.
Yeah, so basically it is North Korea.
Are thriving, and our transition centres have enabled many thousands to unburden their loved ones with dignity. In any sane world, we would be held up as a model to emulate. Evidently, this is not that world.
Yeah.
The privileged few have lobbied, and now they are striking back. But we will not cower before their tantrums. And we encourage other progressive nations of the world to continue to trade, visit, and share their cultures with ours. Do not be afraid. We have more friends than we can count. We are a team, now more than ever.
Super propaganda.
Is on your side.
Which picture should we choose?
Thank
Let's see.
Reassuring stuff. But what do you, the public, think of our refreshingly different government? Robin Short found out.
I
was
find the cheery one.
a moment to give us your thoughts on the government.
Honestly, I think they're doing a great job. I know the assets and world checks have made a difference, plus with the cost of the little one. And people seem, happier in the main. I always said things would get better with a woman in charge.
A whole lot of problems. Protests were held today at the controversial construction site for Remington Smith's physics-defying MOVES project. Since digging straight through the Earth began 6
Oh
months
yes,
ago,
they had a
the
project to
has
dig
been
straight
beset
through the
by
planet.
problems, including localized tremors and the heat deaths of many of the workforce.
Residents of the nearby town of Calamity today converged on the construction site with sincere, if misspelled, placards, demanding a suspension of digging until safety checks can be carried out.
Of course, that's half a world away. But what does this country think? Patrick.
What's your opinion of the MOVES project?
It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. What's to stop it, right? Dropping out the other end and just falling forever.
Gravity?
No, it don't exist.
Oh yeah.
A momentary lapse of reason. Commuters across the capital found themselves somewhat bemused by the latest stunt by controversial protest group Disrupt.
In a baffling start to the day, commuters found performers outside every major station, all dressed and posed identically. Whether we're supposed to be amused or intimidated is anybody's guess, Jeremy, but most commuters didn't even stop to notice.
Well, as long as it's not some grand
going to go for
contemporary dance, it's probably harmless.
the angry one.
But how do we all feel about Disrupt and their eclectic tactics? Robin found out.
Can I ask your opinions on Disrupt?
Are those the guys in black with the orange fist thing?
That's right.
Can I be honest?
Of course. This is journalism.
They scare me a bit.
Feast or famine. Resourceful doctors David Wong and Ingrid Sforsborg and Horgensford today announced their first successful harvest in Dante's taint. Although they can currently only grow a few fungal strains, the scientists seem to be staying positive, as the following picture shows.
The undauntable scientists chose
Ooh,
to try and
which one
survive
should we
the
go for?
system while the complex rescue operation inches forward.
Let's go for
up
mid.
on dry land.
Let's hope they're like Stroganoff.
But with Advance planning to spend an eye-watering amount of public money on the rescue craft, We asked Patrick Bannon to find out what we should all be thinking about the accelerating costs.
Yeah, don't worry, they're going to cut all this, aren't they? It's disgusting. Right. Oh, Jesus, wet.
Damn emoji happy tears.
About quitting smoking.
I love this game.
Okay.
What were we talking about?
The trapped scientists.
Oh, yeah, right.
Brilliant.
I am not a member. Applications finally
That
opened
was
today
awesome.
for the new advanced team membership cards, a scheme by the government to allow fast access to all the new public services being introduced daily.
The team membership cards are entirely voluntary.
Happy, sad, or mid?
By all major organisations.
Mid was pretty funny.
Banks and vitally.
I'm a good mid.
And of course,
Oh,
there's no
no.
charge, Jeremy.
It all seems too good to be true.
Well, you've always been a cynic. But most importantly, what should you, the public, think about the new team membership cards?
Team membership cards.
I don't really join things as a rule. As Mother always said, membership is mostly for unmentionables, Malcolm.
And finally,
Good alliteration.
tonight, game of two halves. Fresh out of rehab, repentant celebrity sportsman Johnny Hansleeves is promising to turn over a new leaf.
In a surprisingly energetic appearance on the Whitney
Oh, he's doing the
Show
Tom
this
Cruise
morning,
thing.
Johnny showed everyone he's certainly full of life and raring to go.
You better not try that on our sofas.
The Tom
I
Cruise
doubt
on
that's
Oprah's
about
couch.
friendly.
But what should we think
Let's
of
go
this
for happy.
exuberant behaviour? Patrick?
Oh my god, fantastic!
Your thoughts there.
Later tonight, in a break from our usual
Your thoughts,
responsibilities,
Nick.
Jeremy will
It's
be
like,
taking popular rapper Jay Z
that's your man- that's your guy.
And then we'll both be meeting the team behind the new play that's got theatre critics buzzing with anticipation.
That's all coming up on tonight.
That sounded so
National
fake.
Nightly News.
I know, right?
That's the titles.
Back in a tick.
Shouldn't I get an ad ready or something?
She's so whimsical.
Yes, she really is. Okay, give me the ad. Give me the ad. Look at them fighting in the set in the background there. Oh, I guess it's not time for an ad. We're going back to them now.
First tonight, let's return to our main story.
With The Shine coming off Advance's popularity,
And the honeymoon period pretty much over.
the National Nightly News has spared no expense in bringing you the response to today's sanctions from across the continent.
Joining us to help digest
Oh,
this
boy.
shocking development are Prime Minister Peter Clement from his home in Lancashire.
Good evening, Jeremy.
And from Urkistan Foreign Minister Ivan Vodovich.
It's a great pleasure. Miss Wolf, you like...
And from Svenland, Minister of Mojo is here.
Hey, everybody.
Minister Vodovich, your
I love
country
him
pushed
already.
especially hard for these sanctions. Any regrets?
My only regret is I was not able to see the face of my old friend Peter Clements when the results of the vote were announced. As you say, he has one up in your bottoms.
In Svenland, we try not to gloat, actually, because it's seen as really ugly and dangerous to some small creatures, yeah?
Oh, don't worry, Minister. Ivan and I go way back. He's a wind-up merchant who can't put for shite.
What a
Trying
bro.
to get a rise out of me.
Totally.
You're like a man who load dissidents onto train to labor camp, not because of love of country, but to make up for size of his tiny penis.
Been on the vodka.
Got him.
No more than you. I see you on election night with mouth like man thinks he's singing
He looks
beautiful
like he
lullabies.
smells of
But
flowers and
actually
Old
he's screaming
Spice.
like a pig in hands of Randy Big Dick Farmer.
Oh, in the top right.
Grenlandians.
Yeah, top left.
Both sides obsessed. We value passion, yeah?
Oh, this
like the way
guy.
we spoke up for Mr. Clements' country at the World Council.
That's all
I imagine he smells like caramel.
And high and mighty, but where were you for the actual...
He smells like brandy.
Then, up fingering each other's fjords.
Actually, that's kind of racist. And if you must know, I've had like a really tiring afternoon and my tongue is very thought.
Prime Minister, with Advance's popularity
Right.
on the wane...
You don't have to bring that up at every given opportunity, you know.
He looks like he tells fairy tales to rocks and tucks them in at night.
But he's actually standing under outlaw pipe from
I like
the shit
that.
factory at shit flushing time. On day of Village Festival of Shit. I tell him this at night.
Love censoring.
Minister Vodovich believes that left to their own devices, people will behave selfishly.
It's nature of all beasts.
However, in this country, we think our citizens are capable of being more than beasts.
Pathetic idealism.
Minister Björk, Svenland has long had radically different traditions and culture from the rest of the world, and yet it peacefully coexists. Why do you think that is?
Well, you know, I think maybe the world sees us as something they
Getting the hang of
can
this.
actually spiritually be enlightened to, yeah?
Yeah, or maybe it's the orgy houses.
Sometimes, when foreign dignitaries come to visit us, they're actually quite skeptical, actually. So we take them on a visit to the Donga district and show them what
He
life
giving
for
blah
Christ
blah
and
blah
enlightened
dot all
society
from the
looks
amazing
like,
world of
yeah?
Gumball.
Shit of bull. Stand a white woman who thinks she make
MR
best
Small.
cake in village hot baking contest. And then when she slices it open, it's just full of piss and cum.
For real.
Well, that's just really gross.
Yikes.
Sperm is
Yeah,
teeny
dude.
tiny
What
country.
the hell?
With population smaller than number of people, Peter Clemens is sex with his teeny tiny penis.
It's not all about
What is
size,
going on with this dialogue?
That's what Peter Clemens always claimed.
I'm talking about population size.
And I'm talking about Peter Clemens' teeny tiny...
Oh, fuck off, Ivan! It's so easy
Oh, I
to
didn't get
sit
that
on your
one.
pile of money and gloat. Innit, pal? You're a shite leader. A fucking god-awful golfer. And quite frankly, as my old man used to say, you're a bit of a cunt.
Prime Minister, please.
It's you who is cunt.
Mr. Vodovich, please.
You people
What is happening? Emoji rolling on the
I
floor
don't know.
laughing.
You'll see how well fed your people are when the sanctions start to bite. You think your man like big,
I don't
scary
know.
wolf
Emoji
person
crying loudly.
terrorizing village, when actually a pathetic goose person.
God, this is politics, guys. This is what it's like.
You're so obsessed about small cocks, mate.
In Svenland, we believe that the size of your penis isn't as important as the love it contains, yeah?
Oh, fuck off, yeah.
Okay, if everybody could just calm down.
You're so smug on golf course. They are like man who fuck pig and somehow give her birth to beautiful lady.
How is this guy more rude than Peter?
The people never happy. It's never enough.
It's certainly true that advances popularity.
It's on the fucking wane. Yeah, let's go with this bollocks again. Shall we? Actually, you know what? Nah, fuck this. I'm done with this.
Prime Minister, please don't storm out.
No. I have had enough of you, Mr. Jeremy Donaldson, and your snide aside. You think you could make a better job of things, do ya? Because it's not that fucking
Bro
easy.
would destroy
Let me
Alan.
tell ya.
The synchronized insult emoji
disgrace.
rolling on the floor laughing.
You insinuate.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Against us and pick your headlines so people don't trust us. The sooner you roaring monsters are taking.
Oh, they're angry with us because of how we've been doing the news.
This country will be.
Well, we've not got long until the adverts, so...
I'm sorry for the outburst, Miss Wolf. Julia thinks very highly of you, and I know you're not the one making the editorial decisions.
No, it's me.
Have anything you wish to add about the sanctions?
He's mad at me,
My work
basically.
here is done. I like man who happy he lie down with fatty, drunk, easy girl from village inn, who discover in morning he wake up next to beautiful news reporter lady.
You know, I think it would be a terrible shame here for people of your country.
I just had to get her face.
Teenage grudges and personal rivalries,
Oh.
yeah.
Thank you. Prime Minister?
This country,
Subtle fourth wall break.
this wonderful,
Yep.
civilized,
It's not subtle.
creative, inventive country. We're not scared of these sanctions. There's no wolves at our door, only the best of people striving to help out. So no, Ivan, we're not afraid. In fact, I doubt we'll lose a wink of sleep because we're strong and we're well resourced and we don't back down to bullies.
And on that note, we have to wrap up.
Ministers, Prime Minister, thank you for joining us.
We'll be back after these messages.
Oh,
Minute back.
let's put one on.
Peter, you're so easy.
Okay, I will be watching all these rushes eventually. So then we'll have an
Dull
advert.
and lifeless hair, fed up of dry and brittle split ends, then say hello to acid gastrique.
Like stomach acid?
Formula is a deep fortifying, intense
What's happening to your face?
and protects hair for irresistible irresistible shine. Only our seed gastry contains an organic blend of ingredients that penetrate deep into your
What?
heart, breaking down
Huh?
Censorship should show up in blue.
What?
Same as regular censoring. Keep an eye out for the advanced.
Oh my gosh. They're controlling the news now.
The intensive formula acts fast, repairing damage.
They want us to censor things that go against the political party. We have a dance sequence coming up. This is going to be epic.
Rapid repair and protect. Deep, nourishing, intensely strengthening Pro-V formula.
There's a musical number coming. I'm in.
Healthy looking great hair days that make you say, "Look at my hair."
Look at my hair.
Because you have to.
Oh crap,
back
the
to
feeds.
Exclusive
There.
first look at a theatrical sensation everyone's going to be talking about. But first, it's time to go over to the culture spot with
It's not gonna be
lovely
better
old
than Mr.
Jeremy
B.
Donaldson,
No way.
who's joined by a very special guest. Jeremy.
Thanks, Megan. I have the honour and privilege of being joined by hip-hop royalty. He's been called the son of the streets and the father of truth. Not sure how that works,
The
but
son
whatever.
of the streets, father
Let's
of
welcome
truth.
Jesus!
Jesus!
Thanks, Jeremy. Yeah, it's a real honour to be here on your show, The News. You know, as a kid on the streets, I used to watch you through a window of the shop, so to be here right now is crazy.
You've had quite the journey to be here today. Can you tell us about it?
Well, you know, I try not to, well, you know, the past is the past.
TF
I don't like to
emoji
dwell on
rolling on the floor
But
laughing.
yeah, man, the streets is all I remember. Like, my mother donated me to a charity shop soon after I was born. Elderly lady took pity on me. So she let me sleep on a pile of crime fiction until I taught myself how to walk.
Let me sleep on a pile of crime fiction.
Wow, that's quite the childhood.
And she died,
Right?
like, died tragically. Right there in my arms, man. You know, I remember a tear falling as she laid there next to the used home.
I can't eat.
And in that moment, I became a child of the streets. I was just 18 months old.
What a tale. What a tale. You're known for your direct and honest lyrics. Was your style informed by your troubled past?
It's going to
Like
be
I said,
hip-hop, isn't it?
I try not to talk about it. It's just too hard.
Of course.
But
With a name like Jesus.
the story of the first 4 times I stole, so I wouldn't starve. A small group of infants came to see me as their de facto leader. They call me Mr. Cheese Slice. Anyway, we were like a family.
So let's see.
What's happening? No, was there too long?
Recently, you've been quite outspoken about the government.
Yeah, fuck the government. Fuck Advance. Fuck Peter Clement.
Oh, they want me to censor all of this out.
So vehemently.
Well, you know, they stole from us. They're taking our money and spending it, man.
Just casually trauma dumping.
Homelessness has been all but eliminated in the last couple of months.
Word, but like, you know, woke up in a pile of crime fiction. Wouldn't you trauma dump?
Yeah, nah, of course, man. Very much so. I just mean, like, why do I have to pay for it, you know?
You don't. People have been rehoused on property seized from the historically
True.
wealthy. And that couldn't have been you, could it?
Look, yeah, I worked hard to be here. I
Fair.
built this from nothing, and I deserve to be rewarded for that.
Would
I
you
don't
say you
know.
worked harder than, say, a farmer or a care worker?
I don't know. But if people are taking something from my music, choose to value it, buy it, who's to say I don't? And no one can take that away from me.
Not even to help, say, vulnerable children? Mr. Cheese.
Mr. Cheese Slice.
What is it you're trying to say?
I just don't understand where you've placed yourself politically. I mean, is it ideological or is it tactical?
Well, it's more of
Or
like...
maybe it's hereditary.
Stop trying to tie me in knots with your words, Jeremy. I let the music speak for itself. And the people agree with me.
I suppose he was pointing at the camera there.
But
Sorry.
you have given me a very easy segue out of a conversation that I promise you was much more painful for me than it was for you. So
I'm
here
sure it
he
was.
is
Yes!
with his hit song, Mrs.
Here we
Love
go.
Loves Tears.
Oh no, I'm going to do something a little different. It's a new single I've been working on.
Oh, so this is unapproved, is it?
Yeah. You love it.
Excellent. Don't worry, we've got a state-of-the-art censorship system. What's the worst that could happen? So here he is.
I better get my sensor ready.
Aren't we lucky? It's Jesus!
First, you're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay back.
Well, we're all different races from many different places. At any given moment, only one could be the greatest. So you can feel elation for your participation. Still two leaders in this motherfucking nation. Now we're getting sanctioned, talking about expansion. Why does Julius require a massive fucking mansion? So
I'm not censoring any more propaganda.
And I don't need your help to achieve
Fine, a little bit.
dreams. So don't make a fuss when you find you're one of us. Yeah, every single one of you's a bit Jesus. And you can call me crazy, cause no one ever pays me. But I won't waste a lifetime being motherfucking lazy. I may be inventive, my taste may be expensive. But why would I get out of bed with no fucking incentive? Although it's contravention of your obvious intention. I like to eat a little of the fruits in my invention. You make us the same, but we're not all the same. All our dreams, all our schemes, all our means are not the same. The best of the praise, of the crest of the wave. Cause we're only equal people when we're motherfucking slaves. Take this fact, gonna stain it red. Gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head. Cause he's thick as shit, he's got a job, he's unfaithful. It's time to stone a castle with the motherfucking.
I see why they want me to censor the song for the party. Saying a lot of mean things about Peter Clemens.
For the snubs, ones the push and the shove, ones the folks that feel the burden of their motherfucking loved ones, ones who had plenty like a motherfucking Bentley, the ones who now find
whoops, I missed some sways.
Empty, the ones of aspiration who had to flee a nation, the ones who built a business out of dreams of perspiration. There's all sorts of people, the good and the evil. It only takes a glance to see we're not all equal.
Yeah, this is sick.
You make us the same, but
I just feel bad censoring it.
All our schemes, all our means are not the same. And the best of the praise, of the crest of the ways. Cause we're only equal people when we're motherfucking slaves. Gonna take this fact, gonna stay gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head. Cause he's thick as shit.
I'm not gonna censor out the stuff that the party wants me to censor.
Get out of your seats, get your asses in the streets, set a fire in the building, let them feel some fucking heat. Say you hate to go getters, no squilling betters, and burn them on the powers of advances fucking letters.
Oh, Bozeman's gonna be very angry with us if I don't censor out the blue stuff. Fine, I'll do a little bit.
Chase that dream, you don't need a fucking team. And advances little dances aren't as harmless as it seems. Cause they're stale and corrupt, then your anger erupt. Then your hearts and your minds and your fists to destruct.
Bravo, sir. That was epic.
Jesus there with his new song. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio. I'm sorry. I may not agree with you, but I'd just like to offer
Emoji clapping hands, emoji clapping hands.
some kind of issue upstairs.
Heck yeah.
And an
You know what's up.
Encore.
to censor some of your lyrics.
What? Are you joking?
You know you're fucked if not even the editorial news dude doesn't support you.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
True.
Here at the National Nightly News, we pride ourselves on remaining neutral, unbiased,
Don't be a
and
show.
independent of any outside
Come on,
influence.
Jeremy.
You have my word.
Oh,
we'll never
cool.
censor ideas. Back to you.
Oh, Jeremy doesn't want us to censor
Sorry about that.
the.
Well, thank you to little Jeremy.
Are they on the same side, Jeremy and Jenny?
Coming up, we'll be speaking to a couple of familiar faces about their upcoming dramatic outing. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
Ed.
That's the ad.
Just a reminder, fixing that old VCR.
Hi, I'm multi-billionaire Sophia Remington.
And you wish you could be me. Recently, I put an idea to my science guys, and they said it couldn't be done. So I fired those guys, and I got myself some new ones. And today, I'm pleased to announce that we, at Remington Fist, have come up with a solution to a problem all globe hoppers share.
Remington, Remington, Remington,
teased. I love our foreign vacations, Janet, but I just hate flying.
I know what you mean, Brad.
Look,
it takes
that's me.
so long and it
In
can
the blue
be
shirt.
pretty scary.
Well, let's face it, it's pretty inefficient, Janet, going all the way around the planet. There has to be a better way.
Don't worry, young professionals. Now there is. Why go around our beautiful planet when you can go
And you can go through it.
Imagine a system of mass transit elevators running through the center of the Earth. Now you're
It's
thinking
brilliant.
My mobile orientation
That's
operational
moves.
burrowing service will change the way you travel forever. And
Oh,
construction
look, it's
is
Goeff
already
Algebra
done.
in the studio.
I'm Sophia Remington. And when they tell me it can't be done, I make it happen even faster.
Look how they change for the camera.
Welcome back.
Oh.
And no, you're not mistaken. Familiar faces.
You really are too kind, Megan. It was only a yogurt commercial, but I'm still proud of it.
Here to talk about his new show, we're joined by national treasure Tommy Harris, the National Theatre's Philippa Raven, and National Deficit Goeff Algebra.
It's so lovely to have you all. Tommy, would you like to tell us about the show?
You know what? I'd bloody love to. It's about me. It's about my life.
And where did the idea come from?
So, right, picture this. Their legs akimbo, mid-session, sweat is pouring out of me like an immense hog. And then Cindy comes in, she says, Pete's on the phone.
That's Peter Clement, the Prime Minister.
Yeah, Pete's actually a really good mate of mine.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, no, he comes to training sometimes. He's actually a pretty good goal sweeper. Anyway, so, yeah, Pete, he said, Toby, he thinks my name's Toby, see? He says, how would you like to spread your message of team spirit and cooperation across this fractured nation? How would you like to really make a difference in these desperate times?
What did you say?
Yeah, right, yeah.
So, Goeff, the question on everyone's lips is, what in
Well,
God's
hold on.
name are you doing here?
Well,
Why does he hate Goeff so much? Goeff is a
my
legend.
debut work and all the people that I've touched, I knew that I had a career in theatre. Yeah? I've always
Damn
been
right
an
you
admirer
do.
of Tommy from afar. So when my manager phoned and said that I'd been offered the gig as director, I was ecstatic. I whipped my trousers off and got straight to work.
Why did you do that?
I do all my best work with my trousers off.
Yeah, I've been told that too.
No, I wouldn't say so.
Right, Tommy, sorry, would you just give us a sense of what the show is actually about?
It's about how hard it's been for me and some of the struggles that I've faced. It's like really getting to the heart of how tough it is to be me. I call it Tommy Harris. Jesus, that was hard.
That's a great name
we
for a
actually
book.
have some clips of the process of the show. Would you mind telling us
Huh.
what's going on here?
Yeah, so the show is built around two things that are very important to me. It mixes scenes from my life as well as epic fantasy retellings of scenes from my life.
But Dad, you promised you'd come to my graduation.
I'm sorry, son. You're an embarrassment.
But Dad, you promised you'd come to my graduation.
Back, demon! Back to the house!
Oh, dude.
Philippa, what's it been
Oh my
like
God.
co-starring with Tommy Harris?
I've always dreamed of
Why is your dad
shredding the
Gandalf?
boards at medium-scale regional theatres, Megan. And for once, this show really gives me something to sink my teeth into.
What's different about this show, then?
Tommy, Mr. Harris's show really lets me show my tremendous range as an actor. I've always suffered from typecasting, forced to play the same tired characters.
She's got plenty of hats, is what she's saying.
Godforsaken soap opera, or God forbid, pantomime. But you know, this show is
Oh, man,
really
look at her
let me
festive.
just go there.
Goeff, the viewers at home will be dying to know exactly what is it that you bring us.
Why do you hate Goeff so much? Calm down,
I think
buddy.
these guys would agree with me when I say that it's my steady hand on the tiller, my arm round the shoulder approach that's really brought the production from strength to strength.
Absolutely right. Jeff's contributions are immeasurable. He was
Brother.
our idol.
Can you give us a sneak peek of anything else that might be in the show?
Yeah, all sorts, yeah.
Yep. We've got lots of exclusive first-hand experiences of Tommy's time in the underground sports board scene.
And some epic fantasy retellings of Tommy's time in the underground sports board scene.
A dramatic retelling of his sports board. So the sports board segment was in part 2, if anyone's curious.
I'm fighting the urge to say old man Yowie between Jeremy and Jeff.
Which, you know, to be honest, is actually a lifesaver, really.
I think it's fair
Oops.
to say that without Advance's support, we'd have had to cut the finale.
Which, frankly, would have been a travesty.
Is this the finale?
Goodness, and you do this every night.
Absolutely. It's a metaphor.
For what?
Death.
And the public are footing the bill, are they?
Too bloody right they are. Between the cost of my tour bus and the dry cleaning of my ties, I'm barely scraping a profit here.
Amazing. And where can the folks at home come and see this for themselves?
We're performing all over the nation.
And people can see it for absolutely free.
It's weird. The earrings look like they're like animated 2D.
Incredible, Jeremy.
Yes, it's unbelievable.
Well, thank you all so much for coming. Next time we see you, no doubt you'll have taken our jobs.
Yeah.
That's all we have time for tonight. Join us tomorrow when I'll be interviewing the world's most attractive horse. I'm Jeremy
I can't wait for that.
And I'm Megan Wolf. And from all of us here, have a peaceful night.
Wait.
Let's get reset for tomorrow, please.
Hey, we must stop bumping into each other like this, eh?
Come on, I need to put a tape on. Yes.
I mess with them. The earrings are sick.
Ah! I screwed up because I couldn't swap the tape out. Didn't play an advert in time. Oh, gotta do that segment again. Damn. Okay, well, I'll just get through that quickly and then swap up the ad, and that's this chapter. How you portray celebrities will influence your lives. It's really, yeah, it's true. It's really interesting how they do that. I know I haven't had like a ton of commentary for this. It's just like I'm quite literally just speechless watching this happen. Day 232 from the beginning? Oh no, it's from here. Perfect.
Just a reminder.
Oh, is it?
Fixing that old VCR. Swap in a new tape. Last ad break.
Oh, here we go.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to play all of this again, huh?
Look at him.
Jesus.
Oh
no, it's just from here. That's perfect.
Jeremy.
This is a good checkpoint.
Algebra.
Vividly.
Mr.
Okay, let me see if I can take this tape out. Oh, I can take the tape out.
Back together again, eh?
Drop.
Who'd have thought it?
Perhaps a lower order demon.
Yes, it is awfully
I'll
exciting,
take
isn't
out
it?
Crazy Neil and put it there.
Then. We're going live in 10 seconds, opening on camera 1.
There we go.
5, 4.
Yes, I got the ad ready for later. Okay.
Welcome back. And no, you're not mistaken. Sitting across from us are some very familiar faces.
You really are too kind, Megan. It was only a yogurt commercial, but I'm still proud of it.
Here to talk about his new show, we're joined by National Treasure Tommy Harris, the National Theatre's Philippa Rayton, and National Deficit Goeff Algebra.
It's so lovely to have you all.
National deficit. I missed that the first time.
You know what? I'd bloody love to. It's about me. It's about my life.
And where did the idea come from?
So, right, picture this. Their legs akimbo, mid-session, sweat is pouring out of me like an immense hog. And then Cindy comes in, she says, Pete's on the phone.
That's Peter Clement, the Prime Minister.
Yeah, Pete's actually a really good mate of mine.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, no, he comes to the training sometimes. He's actually a pretty good goal sweeper. Anyway, so, yeah, Pete, he says, Toby, he thinks my name's Toby, see. He says, how would you like to spread your message of team spirit and cooperation across this fractured nation? How would you like to really make a difference in these desperate times?
What did you say?
Yeah, right, yeah.
So, Jeff, the question on everyone's lips is, what in God's name are you doing here?
Easy on Jeff.
After the success of my debut work and all the people that I've touched, I knew that I had a career in theatre. Yeah? I've always been an admirer of Tommy from afar. So when my manager phoned and said that I'd been offered the gig as director, I was ecstatic. I whipped my trousers off and got straight to work.
Why did you do that?
I do all my best work with my trousers off.
Yeah, I've been told that too.
No, I wouldn't say so.
Right, Tommy, so would you just give us a sense of what
Excuse
the show's
me?
actually about?
It's about
Yeah,
how
you heard
hard
right.
it's been for me and some of the struggles that I've faced. It's like really getting to the heart of how tough it is to be me. I call it Tommy Harris.
Reverse brain wiring.
Jesus, that was hard.
They hate each other. They need to kiss.
We actually have some clips of the process of the show. Would you mind telling us what's going on here?
Daddy,
Yeah,
why
so the
didn't you
show
come to
is
my
basically all
graduation?
around, two things that are very important to me. It mixes scenes from my life as well as epic fantasy retellings of scenes from my life.
On paper, it sounds
But
good,
Dad,
right?
You promised you'd come to my graduation.
Very
sorry,
enemies
son.
to lovers.
You're an embarrassment.
Yes.
But
It is very
Dad,
enemies to lovers,
You
indeed.
promised you'd come to my graduation.
Back, demon! Back to the hells!
Back to the hells, demon.
Philippa,
Dolphin,
what's it
you
been like
understand me.
co-starring with Tommy Harris.
I've always dreamed of treading the boards at medium-scale regional theatres, Megan.
Hey, you two are in sync.
Once this show really
Oh, I get to
gives
show
me
you some of
something to
this.
sink my teeth into.
What's different about this show then?
Tommy, Mr. Harris's show really lets me show my tremendous range as an actor.
This is
I've
her range,
always
her
suffered
different
from
hats.
typecasting, forced to play the same tired characters in every god-awful yogurt advert or godforsaken soap opera or, God forbid, a pantomime.
I love them.
But, you know, this show has really let me just go there.
Jeff, the viewers at home will be dying to know exactly what
Why,
is it
yeah.
that you bring to the show.
Good question. I think these guys would agree with me when I say that it's my steady hand on the tiller, my arm round the shoulder approach that's really brought the production from strength to strength.
Absolutely right. Jeff's contributions are immeasurable. He was our rock.
Can you give us a sneak peek of anything else that might be in the show?
Yeah,
We are connected
We've got
telepathically.
lots of exclusive
It seems like it.
experiences of Tommy's time
It's very moving to see.
underground sports scene.
And some epic
I feel like I'm
fantasy
connected
retellings of
telepathically
Tommy's
to
time
Goeff
in the underground
Algebra.
sports scene.
True, simply.
You'll never take the sacred pass!
And am I right in saying this was officially commissioned by the government?
Yeah, all paid for by the taxpayer, which, you know...
The government's got its fingers in all the pies, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that without Advance's support, we'd have had to cut the finale.
Which, frankly, would have been a travesty.
The finale with the dragon.
Goodness, and you do this every night.
Absolutely. It's a metaphor.
For what?
Death.
And the public are footing the bill, are they?
Too bloody right they are. Between the cost of my tour bus.
That's right. This is
Delete Harry
the
Potter
public is
scene.
paying for this.
Scraping a profit here.
Amazing. And where can the
Left
folks
on the
at
cutting
home
room
come and
floor.
see this for themselves?
We're performing all over the nation.
And people can see it for absolutely free, all courtesy of Advance. Isn't that incredible,
Free
Jeremy?
in the sense that the public's paying for it to exist.
Well, thank you all so much for coming. Next time we see you, no doubt you'll have taken our jobs.
Hey, it's almost my time to put the advert on. Yeah, look at his face.
That's
yeah.
all we have time for tonight. Join us tomorrow when I'll be interviewing the world's most attractive horse. I'm Jeremy Johnson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. And from all of us here, have a peaceful night.
Hi, it's Crazy Neil here. I'm the druid, the really fluid.
And that's the wrap.
So come on down to Crazy Neil's for a crazy midsummer deal. Come down and buy some patio furniture, some garden furniture, patio furniture with some garden furniture next to it on the garden.
8+? Hell yeah. That's the first time I got a score like that from this. Oh my god! Crazy Neil! You're out of control, man!
Let us go. Emoji clapping hands.
Let's freaking go! Garden pots for frogs!
I can't deny it any longer. He is stupendium. EYY.
Is that a Has Been Hotel reference?
Crazy Emilio.
That's the first place I'd go. And that's the show.
Oh, Nat,
Hey.
Stupendium is a musician.
Oh, is it? Okay, my bad. You ever see full wages?
Remember vending
We actually
machine of
making
love?
money.
That guy.
Vending machine of love. I actually don't know if I do. Okay, so the resistance is kind of chill with us because we've been like kind of rebelling against Advance. Advance isn't happy, and Channel 1's a bit heartbroken. I don't know where that's going to take us. But guys, that was fun. I really enjoyed this one. It was a nice breath of fresh air after the very, very somber previous one. But yeah, I'm going to have to cut it here because this VOD's going to be quite big.
What about the fine print?
I don't have time for the fine print. So on that note, I'm going to wish you guys a wonderful evening or morning or afternoon, I don't know. And we're going to wrap it here and pick it up next time. And thanks for watching. Banger indeed.